If your text messages are bright and colourful with loads of emojis, you are in for a treat. 118 new emojis are coming in the next 2 months, just in time for the latest iPhone software update.
The new additions include an array of faces, objects and icons representing some previously overlooked members of society. Hey, give that a thumbs up.
Or do we? Because apparently that's not good.
Sarcastic.
To tell us more is Emojipedia's Editor-in-Chief, Keith Broni. Hi, Keith.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good, folks. Great to be here.
You're great. Keith, these haven't been released just yet, but you're going to give us the inside scoop. Margarita drinkers are going to be very happy about one in particular.
They are indeed, yes. So these emojis are going to be on Apple devices in the next couple of months, but they're currently available for beta users. And yes, margarita drinkers are very excited, as are Corona drinkers, because there is now a lime slice emoji coming to our emoji keyboards. This is one that's actually been asked for quite some time, so people are quite excited for this one. There's also a couple of other new additions people are really interested in as well. We have a couple of nodding faces and kind of shaking head faces as well. So you can see a polite little face there going, no, thank you.
No, I'd be
declining
confused.
Something.
Right, okay.
It can be a little bit confused. It could be just a polite declining. This is a nod, which can be very much saying, oh, yes, that sounds great. You know, going alongside all the other great smiling faces that we have in the emoji keyboard. So people are excited about these ones in particular as well. There is another one that's going to represent a very popular mythical creature from pop culture and a lot of different cultures across the world. There's a phoenix, which people are excited for. I know certain people amongst the Harry Potter fandom were very excited for this because of Dumbledore's phoenix in that series of books and films. But the phoenix, of course, is a very strong symbol across many global cultures in terms of rebirth. It can be used for passion, kind of referencing its fiery nature as well.
Okay.
As you're just seeing right there on screen.
Yeah.
Now, these are some of the emojis people are excited for as well. Other ones that are included, but maybe are getting a little bit less, excitement, but are still, going to have their fans nonetheless. Are a little brown mushroom. This has been included because the existing mushroom, people be thinking, isn't there a mushroom already? There is one. It's yellow. Sorry, it is red and white. That's actually poisonous, and we're getting a lot more ingredient emojis of the last number of years. So we want to actually have an edible emoji
now,
in the emoji keyboard. For those who like their mushrooms. We also now have a broken chain.
Sorry, Keith, I'm going to interrupt you because what's going to happen here, you're just going through them and we're going to finish this segment in 20 seconds. So we're going to hold you up here and we're going to ask you about this broken chain. So what's it meant to represent, the broken chain?
So the broken chain is going to be able to represent freedom or maybe a bit of miscommunication. But in response to this, a lot of people have been sharing memes of people like breaking free from something unpleasant. So this is most likely going to be how this emoji is used. So people are kind of excited for this one as well, even though it's maybe not as clear in intention as, of course, the phoenix or the nodding or shaking faces.
We're told a whole bunch of emojis are going to be facing in an alternate direction. What's this about?
So the organization that introduces new emoji concepts and then they get introduced on all devices has decided to explore a new concept in the keyboard, which is allowing users to flip the direction of certain emojis. So there's a few people that we have here. We have people walking, running, kneeling, and several people in either a motorized or manual wheelchair. All of these emojis are currently on our keyboard, but they're explicitly facing left. This update will allow us to have these people facing right, and this will allow people to get creative in terms of maybe telling a story with emojis where the direction of the person is important to really get the meaning across. And if this is something that people are using a lot on their keyboards, more and more emojis that are currently facing one direction will have an alternative option added to keyboard as well. So people can get a lot more playful and creative.
And we need to point out to 118 new emojis. I asked you, do they retire any? And they don't. They just keep adding. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, we're getting more and more. There's almost 4,000 of them now across the keyboard. That includes, of course, all the gender and skin tone options. And they never retire them. Sometimes designs change a little bit. But once a concept's added to the keyboard, it should be there forevermore.
All right, as long as my poo emoji stays. Thanks. Good to talk to you, as always.